Maine shooting victims. Pipefitter who loved wrestling, father and son at bowling league Lewiston, Maine, October 27. Reuters. A father and son out for a night of bowling. A bar manager at his place of work and a pipefitter playing in a cornhole tournament were among those killed when a gunman opened fire at a bowling alley in a popular restaurant in Lewiston, Maine. Police have not yet released the names of the victims. 7 died Wednesday at the just-in-time recreation bowling alley, while 8 others were fatally shot at nearby Schemengees Bar and Grille restaurant, police said. 3 more people died at hospitals. Time equals 400 ms. Greater than here is what we know about some of the victims based on accounts from their families and colleagues. Bill and Aaron Young. Bill Young and his 14-year-old son Aaron were shot and killed at the just-in-time recreation bowling alley, Bill's brother Rob Young told Reuters. They were out for an evening with their bowling league, Rob Young said. Before learning of their deaths, Rob Young had flown from Baltimore to Lewiston on Thursday to help his sister-in-law in her frantic search for information after the pair had not been heard from since Wednesday when they went bowling. Time equals 400 ms. Greater than Tricia Asselin. Tricia Asselin, 53, was trying to call 911 when the gunman shot and killed her at the bowling alley, her brother DJ Johnson told CNN. Asselin, who worked at the bowling alley part-time, was there for a night out with her sister, who survived the massacre, Johnson said. It was just like her to try to help others by calling the emergency service, her brother said. She wasn't going to run, Johnson said. She was going to try and help. A manager at Schemengees Bar and Grille who lived in nearby Auburn, Maine, Joseph Walker, was a beloved husband, father and grandfather who was helping to raise 2 grandchildren and a stepson, his father, Leroy Walker, said on MSNBC. The elder Walker said his son was close to family, living near 2 of his brothers. He frequently put on tournaments to raise money for local causes and had been planning a cornhole tournament to help veterans when he was shot and killed on Wednesday. Brian McFarlane, 40, was part of a group in the deaf community participating in a cornhole tournament at Schemengees Bar and Grille when he was killed, his sister Carrie Brooks told CNN. Time equals 400 ms. Greater than McFarlane, an avid motorcyclist who loved his dog, M&M, had recently moved back to Maine, Brooks said. Bob Violette, 76, was a retired Sears mechanic who loved to bowl on most weekdays, the Sun Journal newspaper reported, citing his daughter-in-law, Cassandra Violette. He started a youth league, the newspaper said, and participated in a couples league with his wife. Cassandra Violette confirmed her father-in-law's death, the newspaper said. Michael Delorier, 2. Time equals 400 ms. Greater than Michael Delorier, 2, and his best friend were shot and killed at the bowling alley after protecting their wives and young children who were present, according to a Facebook post by Michael Delorier Sr., the victim's father. I have the hardest news for a father to ever have to share, wrote the elder Delorier, chairman of the Sabattis, Maine, Historical Society, about the death of his son. They made sure their wives and several young children were under cover, then they charged the shooter. In a later posting, the Historical Society wrote that the 2 men were active in volunteering for the group, including visiting older residents and recording their histories. Peyton Brewer Ross, a pipefitter and new father, Peyton Brewer Ross was among the patrons playing in the cornhole tournament at Schemengees when he was gunned down, his union and employer said. The 40-year-old, shown with a gentle smile holding his baby daughter in a photo distributed by the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, served on his local union's education committee and worked at Bath Iron Works in Bath, Maine. He loved cornhole, wrestling and comic books, according to I Am Local S6, where Brewer Ross was a member. We will remember him for his kindness, compassion and strong character, the local union said.